Example 6.4, as shown in this figure, planar loop of different shapes moving out or away from the out or into a region of the magnetic field which is directed normal to the plane of loop away from the reader. Here determine the direction of induced current in each loop using a Lenz law. So now in first figure, magnetic flux through the rectangular this loop is here. In this case, A, B, C, D increase, means A, B, C, D is increased due to the motion of loop into the magnetic field direction, because direction of this into the magnetic field direction. Okay, so here in this case, A, B, C, D in increase for magnetic flux. Now, but the induced current must flow along this path is here B, C, D, A, B, so that it is opposite this increasing flux, opposite this increasing flux, because opposite to the this direction, opposite to the flux direction. Okay, now second one figure is triangle. This is the direction of this outward to the magnetic field. So magnetic flux, this is the triangle loop is here. In this case, A, B and C. Okay, A, B and C magnetic flux direction due to which is induced current flow along the BACD. Okay, BACD. So here as to the oppose the change in flux. Now last one in figure, as magnetic flux decreases due to motion of irregular shape loop ABCD out of the region of the magnetic field, because direction of outward to the this magnetic field. So induced current flow along the CDA-BC, so as to oppose change in the flux. So now note that there are no induced current as long as loops are completely inside or outside the region of the magnetic field. Example 6.6. Okay, now here a metallic rod of this 1 meter length rotated with a frequency of revolution of 50 revolution per second with one end is this center point and other end is this the circle ring of the this metallic ring of radius 1 meter above the axis, passing through the center and perpendicular to the plane of the ring. A constant and uniform magnetic field, this is 1 Tesla, parallel to the axis is present everywhere. This is the parallel to the each other, like that, parallel to the in this case. So now what is the EMF between the center to metallic ring? From this, what is the EMF produced in this case from this center point to this ring portion? Okay, so now here we know that in as two method used here. As the rotation is rotate, freely electron rod moves towards to the outward to the direction, because this rotate in this circle. So rod is, so all freely electron is move outward to the end of this rod due to the Lorentz force and get distributed to this ring. Okay, so here resulting to this separation of the charges produce an EMF across the end of the rod. Now magnitude of the EMF generate across this length of the dr of the rod is move right angle to the magnetic field is given is equal to D is equal to BV dr. This is now total induced EMF is equal to integration of this portion. So 0 to R, because of this portion from center to end of this ring, B, okay, omega R into dr. So is equal to, in this case, B omega R square upon 2. Now here we know that V is equal to omega r. Okay, V is equal to omega r. So this given E is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 into 2 pi into 2 pi into 1 square. So is equal to, answer is 157 volt. Total induced EMF is 157 volt. Okay. Now in the second method, for the second method in this case, now calculate the EMF. We can imagine a closed loop in this portion here, in this portion O, P and Q. This is closed loop O, P, Q, in which the point O and P are connected to the resistance of R, resistance of this R, and OQ in this portion is the rotating rod. This is the rotating rod and this is the connected to the R. The potential difference across the resistance is then equal to the induced EMF and equal B into rate of change of the area of loop. If theta is the angle between the rod and radius of the circle at P at a time t, the area of the sector OPQ is given by here. OPQ is equal to pi r square into theta upon 2 pi. So here 1 by 2 r square theta, where here r is radius of the circle, and induced EMF E is equal to B into d upon dt, means 1 by 2 r square theta. Okay, between angle this theta and this is the radius of this portion, so r square theta. So now is equal to 1 by 2 B r square d theta upon dt. So is equal to, here we know that in 11 sines omega is equal to d theta upon dt. So 1 by 2 B omega r square. Okay. Example 6.7. Now here a wheel with 10 metallic spokes, each is 0.5 meter long, is rotated with a 120 revolution per minute in a plane normal to the horizontal component of the magnetic field HE at a place. If now HE is equal to 0.4 goes at the place, so what is the induced EMF between the axle and rim of the wheel? Here note that 1 Gauss is equal to 10 raised to minus 4 Tesla. So now induced EMF is equal to 1 by 2 omega B r square. So omega B r square is equal to 1 by 2 into 4 pi into 0.4 10 raised to minus 4 and into 0.5 square. Okay, so here 0.5 square radius of this, so 0.5 square. Here in this case H is equal to 0.4 into 10 raised to minus 4. Okay, and 1 by 2 4 pi. Okay, omega. So now in this case answer is equal to 6.28 into 10 raised to minus 5 volt. The number of the spokes is immaterial because the EMF across the spokes are in parallel. Okay, across the are in parallel. Example 6.8 as shown in this figure. Okay, now here the arm of this PQ movable of rectangular conductor moving from x is equal to 0. Okay, moving from x is equal to 0 from this direction outward to the direction this field, outward to the direction. Okay, now the uniform magnetic field is perpendicular to the plane and extend from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to b, and is 0 for x is in this case more than this is x, so here 0. So only arm in this case PQ possess substantial resistance R. Now here consider the situation when arm PQ is pulled outward from the 0 to 2B and is then moved back to the x is equal to 0 with a constant speed v. So obtain the expression for the flux, induced EMF and force necessary to pull the arm and the power dissipated at joule heat. Okay, so now here first x is equal to forward motion from x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 2p. So here flux B is equal to BLX. Okay, displacement of this is x, so here BLX, condition of this is 0 to this. Now second one is equal to BLB, here B or between this B and 2B means B and 2B, first one is 0 and B. Okay, B and 2B and this one is B and first one. So now here in this case induced EMF d phi by dt minus d phi by dt, so is equal to minus BL V or is equal to 0 for first one BLV minus, and for second one this is 0 for this condition. Now as shown in this figure. Okay, so now the in the first case of this is the flux situation. Now second one this is the EMF, next force and power. Okay, next force and power. The force required to keep arm PQ is constant motion is ILB, so its direction is to be left. So force F is equal to B square L square nu upon R. Okay, or another one situation condition of this is for the in this case 0, and so here in this case 0 B 2B B and 0. Okay, 0 B 2B B and 0. Okay, so EMF power, force and power. Okay, so now here the joule heat loss is Pj is equal to, we know that, I square R. Okay, so first one is 0 to between 0 to B, between 0 to B in this portion is first one is this one, between 0 to B this one. Now between B to 2B is 0, so here in this case this portion is B to 2B is 0. Now force in this case for force is equal to B square L square V upon R between 0 to B. Okay, between 0 to B, B square L square R, left side of the in this case here B square L square V upon R, in this case 0 to B. Okay, and for the between 0 to B and B and 2B same for the 0. EMF in this case again for the EMF case minus BLV, so this one portion is negative in this direction, negative between 0 to B, and for between B to 2B 0. Okay. Example 6.9. Two concentric circular coil, one of small radius R1 and second one is other large one is R2. Here R1 is very small compared to the R2, are placed in coaxially, okay, common coaxially with a center coinciding. To obtain this, the mutual inductance of the arrangement. So now here first let us current I2 flow through the outer circle coil. Okay, outer circle means R2. In this case R2. Okay, so in this case current is I2, outer circle of the coil means very big size as compared to the first one. The field of the center of the coil is, center of this coil field is B2 is equal to mu 0 I2 upon 2R2. Since the other coaxial place coil has a very small radius, so here B2 may be considered to constant over the cross section area. Okay, so now here phi 1 is equal to pi R1 square B2. Okay, this is the very small, this is second one for the, so in this case is equal to mu 0 pi R1 square upon 2R2 square into I2, so is equal to M12 I2. So M12 is equal to mu 0 pi R1 square upon 2R2. Now from the equation is M12 is equal to M21 is equal to M. So now here equation M12 is equal to M21 is equal to mu 0 pi R1 square upon 2 R2. So here we calculate the M12 from an approximate value of phi 1. This is the approx value of phi 1 because here we R2 is very small, R1 is very small. So here we consider a constant over the cross section area. Okay. So now here the magnetic field B2 to a uniform over the area is pi R1 square. So we can accept the value because as compared to this one is very large radius compared to this first one. Okay. Example 6.10. Now first one, he obtained the expression for the magnetic energy stored in a solenoid in term of magnetic field B, area A and length L of the solenoid. And second one B is how does the magnetic energy compare with the electromagnetic energy stored in a capacitor. Okay, so now here solution from the magnetic energy is given by, here we know that UB is equal to 1 by 2 Li square. Okay, now is equal to 1 by 2 L B mu 0 and this is square, because here we know that B is equal to mu 0 Ni for a solenoid. Okay, Bi Ni for a solenoid, so is equal to 1 by 2 mu 0 N square Al into B upon mu 0 N square. So answer is equal to 1 upon 2 mu 0 B square Al, because this one is cut. Okay, this one also cut. So only here mu 0, so 1 upon 2 mu 0 b square a l. Okay, this is the first one from the equation 6.17. Now second one in portion, second one B, the magnetic energy per unit volume is UB is equal to, in this case, UB upon V, this is small. So is equal to UB upon volume means surface area into length, because here we need to prove this term in surface area A and L. So here volume is equal to A and L. Okay, so is equal to B square upon 2 mu 0. Okay, this is the, we have already obtained the relation for the electrostatic energy stored per unit volume in a parallel plate capacitor in chapter number 2. So UE is equal to 1 by 2 epsilon 0 E square. In the both cases, energy is proportional to square of the field strength. Example 6.11. Here Kamla pendles a stationary bicycle. The pendle of the bicycle are attached to a 100 number of turns here. Coil of, now coil of area is 0 point, here in this case 1 meter square. Okay, the coil rotates at a half resolution per second and it's place a uniform magnetic field of 0.01 Tesla perpendicular to the axis of the rotation of the coil. So what is the maximum voltage generated in the coil? This is from the last topic, AC generator. So here we use equation, we know that equation is E0 is equal to 6.21 equation. So in this case E0 is equal to NBA 2 pi nu. Okay, so now here we know that N 100 number of turns into magnetic field 0.01 into A 0.1, okay, into 2 3.14 and nu 0.5 hertz. So is equal to 0.314 volt E0. The maximum voltage is E0. Maximum highest peak point in this case, this one is 0.314 volt. Okay, so here